Winter Field Day, what is it? Where amateurs set up in remote locations connect with other hams. You can do it either solo or with a club. Improve preparedness in disasters and operate in their operational capabilities. In other words, how well they can operate in a disaster. Hams can use UHF, VHF, HF, CW, which is Morse code, and digital to get it set up and tuned. I think from now on, we need to set up our antennas and everything in our tent or whatever we're going to be in, set it up the day before. That way we're ready to go. We can just bring our radios in and hook them up and type and start transmitting because we spent too much time doing that. And also in a real emergency, would not have that valuable time to do so. When disaster strikes, traditional communications, cell towers, internet, all that's going to be gone. Your phone is going to be nothing but a paperweight. And normal people don't have a way to communicate without their cell phone, okay? And they may not have a way to get information from the news or on radio or whatever. They don't have a way to do that because they won't have a way to communicate. So, anyway, off-grid communications like Winter Field Day where you use battery or solar or a generator or whatever, when you're off-grid, you're away from your commercial power, away from everything, and you set up portable. And harsh conditions in the winter, you have to be able to adapt to that. You got to be able to dress for it, wear the proper clothes and make sure you're warm, because you may be going somewhere where you're not going to have any heat or anything like that. You may be in an unheated building, you may be in a pavilion in a park somewhere. You never know. There's going to be a lot of different things that can happen. You need to know your radio. You need to know your antennas. You need to know how to deploy your antennas. You need to know how to tune your antenna to where you can use it. If you have to, you can use a tune. We had compromised antennas. In other words, our antennas weren't the best. They did get out, but they were not the best. They were not up high. They were down low. But we were still able to get out, even though we both used QRP. Now, band conditions were not real good on 10 meters the whole time. All right, here's a real life scenario. Years ago in Fort Smith and Van Buren, they had a really bad tornado. Tore up the town pretty bad. And we had been helping the Salvation Army with some stuff, and we had done some training and stuff with them. And they asked us to come down there and help. So they had set up a place where they had clothing donated, and then they had food and stuff like that. Now, I followed the canteen around. They had food in there, and they gave people food. And the canteen would give them something, for that meal, that day, that night, or whatever it was. And I did radio communications and talked back to the net control for the emergency. I say net control. I think it's called incident command. Anyway, I talked back to them when we would get down and we would get low on food. Oh, we need so-and-so. We need more of this. So we would go back and get more and then go back out again. My husband helped sort clothes and things like that for people and help them to be able to find some clothes since everybody lost everything. And so we spent about 3 days down there volunteering with the Salvation Army, and I enjoyed doing that. That was something that I really enjoyed. I didn't like that the people lost everything they owned, no, but I did enjoy going down there and volunteering my time and helping people out when they were in need. So that is a real life situation. I realize it's been a while, but that's just an example of what hams do Winter Field Day for. I have talked about using battery power, solar power, and generators, and being able to set up in remote locations at a moment's notice. Being able to go out and adapt to the changing conditions, whether it's snow, ice, rain, whatever it is, and being able to set up and communicate quickly and efficiently.